is a land in northern Portugal that faces the Atlantic and has a history of many centuries. A land of discoveries that has finally been discovered. Peaceful and friendly. Developed and dynamic. A land that welcomes visitors like no other. A land where the beaches stretch out through endless nature. And clear days are followed by bright, shining nights. A land where tradition is the source of modernity and where there is a bit of culture everywhere. Located close to 2 airports and just a short distance from major district capitals, Esposende is at the center of attention and very close to you. Esposende. To know it is a privilege. Esposende is a land of sea, 18 kilometers of coastline and inland, an intense green terrain. But there are rivers also. The Naiva and the Cavado add a riverside atmosphere to Esposende. Here, free time is a time for sunning and swimming at beaches with limpid waters. It is recreation and leisure in complete safety. Far from the urban hustle and bustle, Esposende combines rest with emotion. Esposende's history goes back a long way. It covers millennia and has left deep marks on the constructed heritage. We have to go back to the megalithic period to find its origins. But it was only during the reign of Don Sebastião in 1572 that Esposende was guaranteed the status of village. Its stones are unique witnesses to the passing of time. Its monuments outline its profile and tell its history. Esposende is striking and captures the eye at once. Nature beckons you to get involved, to actively participate. The possibilities are infinite. The itineraries innumerable. It is imperative to set out for the physical pleasure of discovery, for the adventure of the senses. The new heroes of the sea and these rivers are the ones who engage in radical sports. Adrenaline is at its highest. More radical than ever. The sea at first is a breeze and salt air, but then reveals itself in a profusion of aromas and flavors. With it come fish and shellfish brought by those who know these waters most intimately. Fauna so unusual and abundant could only be prepared by experienced and inspired hands. Master chefs, absolute lords of their art. The wines are green, smooth and aromatic. They come from the vineyards of the region and are magnificent. Esposende is proud of its very rich past, its ancient knowledge, its centuries-old traditions. And it takes pride in actively perpetuating them. It takes to the streets and shares them with those who visit, in festivals and pilgrimages, in fairs and historical reenactments. Perhaps because the best of the future is constructed on the basis of values of the past. Esposende has its own vibrations. A youthful enthusiasm that encourages socializing, culture and friendship. Hot days are followed by hot nights. The inspiration of the spirit and mind is followed by the release of the body. There is no way not to join in. Dynamic, enterprising and innovative, the municipality of Esposende invests in its installations as a way of bringing persons closer to one another. This is evidenced by the schools and the cultural and sports facilities, hotels and rural tourism units that energize the region and attract quality tourism. Sea and river, sun and beach, history and culture, sports and leisure. Everything wrapped up in one word. Esposende. Visit us and feel privileged.